Here I've illustrated where the rift is currently taking place that has created the Red Sea. So that is right here. The sea is open on this end and it is opening through here. So this portion, here's Madagascar, this portion of Africa is going to separate along with what is the Arabian Peninsula, and that's this area right here. Likewise, and this is true also for the Europe North American zone here, and then between South America and Africa is where we've got rifting and seafloor spreading taking place here, which is going to create new ocean masses and larger ocean masses. This is what this configuration looks like today. Every green line is a place where we've got seafloor spreading taking place in one form or another. The locations where we've got these triangles similar to cold fronts, if you remember, are places where these plates are colliding. So like a cold front, the triangle is showing the direction of movement. So everywhere I've got one of these lines is the direction of movement. So here I've got India. Remember, India came from this location and it's moved in this direction. This arrow is telling me it's still going this way, and I can see that it's still colliding and moving into Asia right here. I see the Nazca plate moving into South America. I see over here I've got the Indo-Australian plate moving into Southeast Asia, and I've got the Pacific plate moving into the Philippine plate, and opposite of that I've got the Fiji plate moving into the Pacific plate. So lots of things happening here with the direction of movement. The other places where I do not have directional arrows on plate boundaries, and I know I've left out a few, some of you are like, what's happening up here? And I've got a couple more here, and then up here with the Aleutian Islands, definitely those are convergent zones. The rest of them, the ones that look kind of jagged, are rift zones. All right, so this is where I've got spreading all the way down the mid-Atlantic. So this is the mid-Atlantic rift. I've got a rift zone that is occurring between the Nazca plate and the Cocos plate with the Pacific plate, through here with the Antarctica plate. Large rift zone, big zippers occurring through here and through here as well. There is a direct conjunction between where I've got subduction zones, where I've got plates colliding with each other, and a high frequency of volcanic activity. All right, we'll talk a little bit more about that later, but you should see high correlations. There is still correlation where I've got rifting taking place in volcanoes as well. Where I don't have volcanoes occurring along a rift zone is that the rift zone is quiet at this point, that there isn't any mantle coming towards the surface of the earth currently, but that doesn't mean it won't happen in the future. So just last week, we had another volcano erupt in Iceland. Iceland's right here. You can see from all of the symbols that Iceland is very volcanically active. It's on a rift zone. It separates the European plate from the North American plate. This plate's moving towards the west. This one's moving towards the northeast. And with that, because this is an active zone, we've got mantle coming towards the surface of the earth in several locations. All right, you'll see that in a number of places if you take a look. Outside that, if you're paying it some attention, I've got lots of little sort of yellow-orange dots. Most of these dots occur in the middle of plates, like the African plate here, or like the Asian plate here. These are hot spots, and they're basically just little puncture wounds on the continents, which allow for energy to escape.